how do you, what is your suggestion to the youth to come into the law? Because being in media, I hear the numbers like, there are more doctors, but not attorneys across the US. Considering the number of attorneys we have, and from the Indo-American community exclusively, I see that there are less number of. So what is your suggestion for the youth to come into this path?
So some of us are lucky, like myself, who have a calling for this. But, if you're interested in it, and if you in a legal career or a political career, if you're interested in it, and if it's something that's come across your head more than 2 or 3 times, it's worth looking into it. And you should go through up till the final step of you being a practicing lawyer, because when I was in law school, there was a lot of stories and things circulating about how there'd be so many lawyers that go through law school, get certified, practice for a few years, and then quit the practice of law. To each their own. There might be a different calling for you, and whatever serves your higher purpose and your happiness is probably above everything else. But I will say that history's been witness to the fact that a lot of our leaders and a lot of revolutions and a lot of movements and change, those guys all have that common denominator of either being in a legal career or any other sort of influential political spot. And so I don't exactly know why that is the common denominator, but I'm willing to bet that it's the way that you carry yourself. It's the way that you speak. It's the fact that they teach you how to logically think. And going to law school really is learning another language. It's not, even though you're speaking English, you're not exactly, and you'll learn that on first day, first class, and when you come out of that, generally 3 years later, and you speak a certain way, and you argue a certain way, and that you can't turn it off, because a lot of my lawyer friends attest to that, and a lot of my family members and friends will tell you, and I hear it maybe once a day, you need to turn your law stuff off, or you need to stop talking like a lawyer. If that is something that you look into, I was one of the people who already had that personality and who enjoyed banter and argument and the logic of, how to phrase things and such. That's what got me here. But I want everybody that is considering a career in law to understand that that is something that you're not doing just for yourself. That I can't speak to other careers and professions, but if you're going to come into this profession, you want to come in with the thought that there is something bigger than you, that this is not just a living that you're making, that your word on a written paper matters, because it's something that is being looked at, and as part of the furtherance of the society that we live in, and the laws that literally and figuratively and practically govern us. You want to be up to that task. You want to be worthy of exactly what you're being put into, outside of what the public eye or the public perspective or opinion might be of the legal field. It's important that from the inside, what we were taught, and what we were taught is you're not in this just for your personal gain or financial this, that, success. You're in this because there's a law of the land that governs all of us, and serves all of us, which is the more important part, an officer of that law, and you govern yourself.
I think that's a good way of putting that, and I agree with you, Aanal.